This video, I'm gonna tell you the top 10 most disgusting foods I've had from around the world. We finally found something that grosses you out.
I should have clicked on this shit.
I've been to 60 plus countries at this point. I've eaten a lot of delicious foods, but I've also eaten a lot of questionable foods. So stay with me as we count from my 10th most disgusting.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know why I clicked on this shit. It's all this bullshit moving around and shit.
To my number one most disgusting food that I've ever tried on this show. So let the countdown begin, starting with number 10. Live silkworm pupa from northeastern India. This meal or snack took part in the state of Assam. Assam is known for having very different cuisine from the rest of India. In Assam, they're eating stuff like pork, they're eating bugs, sometimes they're eating pets. You've eaten dog meat before.
Like a fucking hand.
Of course.
You eat monkeys too?
Yes, I do.
Oh, so there's really no...
You eat monkeys? You eat monkeys? I got a few to send to you. I'm located, you know what I'm saying, Philly. I got a few monkeys to send your way. You can cook them niggas right on up. Well, some of them live other places too. But yeah, I'm gonna gather a bunch of them up and send them.
No limit. While we were in the song, we went to a man's house who raised silkworms. Eventually, it will become a silk moth, but in the interim, it becomes a pupa. So that worm makes a cocoon. What they do though is they take the cocoon, cut it open, and reveal what's inside, the silkworm pupa. What I didn't know that fateful day in India is that this pupa is still squirming. I thought we were taking them off oxygen when we pull them out of the cocoon, but clearly they can still live. It's shocking.
This is my first time seeing them this close.
Can you eat it like this?
Yes.
Really?
Can you eat it like this?
Yes, I can.
Ew.
Okay, I did.
Oh my God, it's so juicy. Eventually, I put it in my mouth, and the flavor, it's like swallowing a vitamin. Let
me know in the comments if y'all trying one of them Johns. I'm not trying one of them bitches.
Was really juicy, gushy, not gooey. It's almost watery inside.
Yeah.
I gotta say, on a hot day, that might be refreshing. It's like a grape, but not sweet. I don't know, it was watery, it was earthy, it wasn't a great flavor. Later on, once it was cooked, it was pretty decent. It kind of tasted like eggs. But that was, for sure, one of the most alarming foods I've ever eaten, and something that I hope I don't have to eat again anytime soon. Moving on to the 9th most disgusting food on my list, eel jelly in the United Kingdom. This was a jello from hell. I certainly did like many of the British foods that I tried while I was in London. Shepherd's pie, wonderful. Fish and chips, amazing, but jellied eels. Imagine jello, but the jello is not strawberry flavored or cherry flavored, it's ocean water flavored. I mean, how do you come at this?
You can scoop it in and pick around like an olive stone in your mouth, or you can pick around on the plate. It's totally up to you.
Do you use your fingies or not?
Depends on whether you want to smell like eel for the rest of the day.
Cold.
Fish cold.
There's some fatty sections, or probably that's the skin of it, gelatinous. Then the jello, it's briny. It tastes like someone took ocean water, boiled it, mixed it with gelatin powder.
It's just fishy. And what's crazy is we love that in like a tonkotsu broth from pork bones or like chicken broth.
That shit like Vaseline, or jello, or
out of eel, we struggle with it a bit more, but look around, it's a classic. People love it.
This is something very traditional. I respect it. I love the idea of people. I love that. What do I love? Moving on to number 8, eating raw cow stomach with the Mercy tribe of Ethiopia. On that day, we sacrificed a cow. Inside that cow, a stomach. They took that large stomach from the cow. They started to cut it open. They took the remnants, everything that was inside the stomach, they tossed it out. Then they started to cut the raw stomach and eat it. That's the stomach, but it's still full of
shit. But for them, it's okay. They just want to eat the raw one like this.
Let's do it. This is one of the wildest food experiences I'd ever had in my life.
It's okay.
This day, at this time, I had no idea this was coming.
Ew.
It goes for it, huh? You can see the grass and the stomach acid, the bile, the future shit.
You can try like that.
You try too?
Yeah.
If I'm going down, someone's going down with me. But before we do, a quick word from the sponsor of this video. Invent yourself to nagging, overwhelmed emotions, have it all to get 5. This can help you clear out media, quick fix story. And that's little or go to better the show. It's like stomach acid. Do not smell before eating. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ew. That's the skin of the fucking stomach of a cow. It got fucking grass shit, fucking acid, whatever else the nigga done ate, flies and shit.
Have you seen? It's very soft.
Yeah, Somehow it's not that bad. Actually, I enjoy the texture. It's kind of crunchy almost. It tastes like how a barn smells. So when people are like, oh, it tastes like shit, how do you know what shit tastes like? Have you tasted shit right now? Yes. I was looking at the food in dismay and wondering, do I really have to do this? Maybe we just don't film this, and then nobody would ever have to know that this happens, and they would never know that I pushed out. Moving on to number 7 on my list of the most disgusting foods from around the world, silkworm pupa from South Korea. It turns out I'm not that big of a fan of silkworm pupa, but especially the way that the Korean folks prepare it. The smell is musty, sour. It's like an old mattress in an attic that's been hanging out for 15 years.
먹으면 맛있어요, 번데기가. 미국 사람은 안 먹어, 번데기를?
Why? Ew, it was gross. The texture is boiled sardines, but full of nasty flavor. It's not something that I'm looking forward to eating anytime soon in the future, but if I do again, I will try to find something redeeming about it.
But that nigga looks so different from what he looks now. That shit crazy.
But at least in the past, not for me. Moving on to the 6th most disgusting food I've ever tried around the world, and that would be bile dip in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Here is a place where they really appreciate bitter flavors, and when it comes to bitterness, you don't get something much more bitter than bile. On that day, we saw a buffalo get dispatched. They cut the bile sac and they drained the liquid, yellowy
Pause, not, you know what I'm saying? I was saying his body big as shit.
Fluid from that sack. That became the most important component to the dip that we'd be eating that day. What we ate with the bile dip is also pretty extreme. Raw buffalo meat.
See, now I'd try that. I'd try that. What about y'all? I'd try some raw buffalo meat dipped in a little sauce. I'd try that. All the other shit, I don't know about.
Just 1 second ago, she said she could drink because she's at work. She drank the whole thing.
Why she just
Why
do
you
that?
clapping? Is it someone's birthday?
I can't swallow it. It's better than I thought it's gonna be.
Really?
Yeah,
I
it's
tried
not
it.
that bitter.
Not that bitter.
It's like a jelly.
Like a jelly. This one?
No.
Yeah. More surface area means I can soak up even more bile.
Right?
This was one of the most deeply bitter to the bone flavors I've ever experienced in my life. I don't hate it. I see with what you've done here with the seasoning is brilliant because the fish sauce makes it super savory, very spicy. It's like a nuclear bomb. Somehow the folks of Chiang Mai, they love it, they appreciate it. For me, I could say, not my thing. And the point of this list is not to disparage or mock any people or culture. This is just my own personal point of view. Moving on to number 5 on our list, raw alpaca kidney in Peru.
Now.
This video was shot in the mountains of Peru, a place where they raise alpacas and llamas, known in Spanish as llamas. Here we got to see them slaughter and cook up an alpaca using their traditional recipes. Recipes that me and my good friend Oro were very excited to try until we tried one that didn't involve cooking, and that was the raw kidney of an alpaca. Oh yes, so we're not just gonna eat it plain, we're gonna eat it with a little bit of salt.
Oh, that helps.
See, now that's something I'm not fucking trying. It's just certain shit I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Certain shit I ain't doing. That's one of them.
That's all we need.
This has got to be, I think, the most difficult, challenging thing we'll eat this whole trip.
I wouldn't even do that because I feel like I get sick.
Like that?
Like that?
Like that.
Dude, after your face, I don't think I can put it on
Eat that shit like
Okay, let me start like.
Yeah. It's probably good. Oh, it ain't bad?
It's not that bad.
I try that shit.
Lying to myself. I think you're suffering more than.
Yeah, no, I try a little piece.
This is
It had to be like this. I'm not eating all that
like
shit.
a medium
though.
rare filet mignon.
Maybe rare. It's gummy, chewy in a way that requires extreme mastication. The kidney has an incredible minerality. It's like eating vitamins, but worse.
Actually, if you don't look at it, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's not. I think it's fun to put myself in
They
these
eat that
situations
shit
that I have to try this
every
stuff,
day.
but have I ever been hungover and craved for that? Absolutely not. Number 4 on my list of most disgusting foods, eating stingray liver with Calvin in Vietnam. It almost looks like a foie gras. It's big, it's flat. It has some seafood essence to it for sure.
See, now when it cooked like that, I try this too. Certain shit you can't do. Yeah, see me, I can eat a lot of shit. It just depends on if I like it or not. But that, I try that if it's cooked like that.
Potent. Get in there with your spoon. Is that cooked all the way in? Do you want to lose weight?
not taking a mouthful. I take a piece. These niggas tweaking. I'm taking a piece, bro. I was eating the whole
Somehow,
shit.
Calvin, who's a psycho, enjoyed it.
That is delicious. I love these flavors. This is like waking up in the morning and just finding a stingray, cutting out the liver, and biting into it. Why aren't you sharing my enthusiasm?
Listen, I respect this chef. I respect this animal.
Sure.
That is one of the most disgusting things I've ever been on in my life.
It was a biley flavor mixed with old seafood and loose scraps from the ocean floor.
I need to
That is why this food is now number 4 on my list, but we have 3 remaining. My 3rd most disgusting food from around the world, eating raw organs with the Datoga tribe of Tanzania. I was basically in shock at what was going on. The men killed the cow by suffocating it. Pretty intense. But then the women
They
are
out
the
of
ones
pocket.
who...
They just suffocated the cow using the sticks. And a lot of people gonna say this not funny, but you drink milk and shit. Or y'all eat hamburgers and shit. So, but he out of pocket pulling that joint like that though. That shit minding his business.
What was going on? The men killed the cow by suffocating it. Pretty intense. But then the women are the ones to butcher it. So that means they get dibs on all the organs. But that's not the problem. As I watched the women work, they got 2 half gourds and they filled one with blood and they filled the other with bile, or basically the contents of the bull's intestines.
They be eating that shit like it's regular.
What did they do?
See, now, I seen this
they
shit
took
before.
big raw pieces of liver, they dunked it in both, and they threw it back. And listen, they absolutely loved it. This wasn't survival food. This was these ladies having the time of their life. It was a celebration.
That's why I gotta post videos like this so the rest of y'all could see shit like this. I be thinking y'all living so bad and so fucked up, man. Look at these people. They drinking goat bile and shit. And be living long as shit too. Not gonna lie. Some of them die early though, because they be having all types of diseases and shit. We're not gonna lie.
Something they can maybe only do once a year.
Some of them live long.
Oh, I'm so full. I just had lunch.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then they looked at me,
goat bile.
my face turning white. I mean, even
Cow
more white.
bile,
It was
that
my
is.
duty that day to step in the line of fire and take a bullet for all of you guys. So,
Give it a little bit of.
This is gummy. They eat that shit every day.
Yeah, I'd force it down somehow. Oh, where's my Jack Daniels? The taste, it's a very unique texture. You've never had anything like it. You can feel your teeth tearing the tissue apart slowly as you run your mouth through it. It is a creepy, interesting, unique texture I've not discovered anywhere else. Finish it up. Let's go. Let's go. We didn't come here to play around.
what I loved is just how different people's tastes can be around the world. That's what I love about traveling, and that's what I love about doing this show. But do I love raw liver? I do not. Moving on to my second most disgusting food around the world, another one from South Korea, the place I called home for 8 years. I'm talking about fermented skate. A skate looks like a stingray.
Look how big this thing is. This is what we're eating.
The problem with it being fermented is not that it smells fishy or that it smells rotten. The problem is that it smells like pure ammonia.
암모니아 때문에 몸속에 발효 음식.
So it has a lot of ammonia inside, so it's really good for your health.
Oh, it's like a
ammonia
sour,
inside.
astringent smell that burns the back of your sinuses when you breathe it in.
Let's get the first one plain.
Oh.
I need to understand and appreciate the pure flavor.
Oh.
That shit burn your fucking nose.
Do you like it?
Smell. She don't like that shit.
It is like a
right?
shot of ammonia. That is brutal.
I know.
No, let me find something good. It's crunchy, fishy. It's like it's burning my mouth.
Yeah, if you put this inside of your mouth for a whole time, your mouth can be peeled. It's too strong.
I ate that with a local Korean woman, and she could hardly bear it.
We're gonna be okay.
I'm not gonna be okay. Oh.
This is for dudes and perhaps old, battle-hardened ajumas with perms so tight it gives them migraines at night. Truly a wild, and for me, disgusting dish. From here, I'm gonna confess to you the #1 most disgusting food I've tried anywhere around the world. This one was bad because it tasted bad and it also made me fear for my life. I'm talking about eating armadillo in Peru. Oh my Lord. First of all, how did we get it? Somebody basically fixed a handgun to a tripwire in the middle of the jungle. And an armadillo just got home from doing its shopping. It's going about its business, and boom, it got a bullet through its chest. What's interesting about the armadillo is that it was cooked 2 ways. First, it was grilled, but then it was also made into a unique kind of soup. The grilled armadillo tasted okay, kind of neutral, but that soup was very off-putting.
Can you eat the skin, like this armor?
La parte de acá. No, you need to like grab the meat out of it.
Oh, it's got a powerful, pungent smell. It's soft, it's slimy, it's been stewing. All right. It tastes semi-rotten.
It does.
Is this how it normally tastes?
Sometimes, but normally it's more like pork, but now it's like it's burning the hair.
Do you like that taste?
Yeah.
Your voice got really high when you said yeah.
The taste was like old mothballs. It was sour. It tasted aged and rotten. It was truly disgusting. It was so bad, and I was so worried that literally after we did the conclusion, I made a joke that I was gonna go vomit myself.
Puppies. I'm gonna go vomit.
No, that's literally what I went and did. So that's it. That's just my humble perspective as somebody who's been reviewing food professionally around the world for 8 years. Let me know your thoughts downstairs in the comments below. Otherwise, that is it for this video, guys.
Like I said, downstairs. All right, man. Yeah. Let me know y'all. Let me know y'all comments downstairs. Wait, what he say? All right, I don't know. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. More videos coming soon. Appreciate whoever tuned in. Hope y'all enjoy y'all day, y'all night, y'all evening, whenever y'all watching this video. And yeah, we out. We on the road to 600 subs. See y'all in the next vid.